Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to Legacy Loading. This is episode 2, but I guess it's the official
episode 1.
Episode 1 with the guys, all the guys. Harry's here. So the official episode 1 of Legacy Loading podcast. And we're here with 2 special guests. Introduce yourself, special guest.
I'm Vaughn. I knew LT from fucking like Jersey and all that. So, and then I just recently met Harry. But yeah, what's good?
I'm Grant Romer. I'm just another editor. I lift weights occasionally, and yeah, that's about it.
And you're from Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut, then Jersey.
Yes,
that's where I met LT.
Yeah.
Jersey boys.
Why do we feel like
you took photos of me when I was
Harry, introduce yourself to the pod. This is your pod. Bro.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, what's up? Shit, I didn't think about this. I'm Harry. I got maybe like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I'm happy to be here. Hopefully Joe invites me back.
Yeah,
this is also my podcast.
We went out last night. We had the Raw event, Knock Power at Alpha Land. So very special day. C-Bum, the whole gang, Dom.
These guys were
Charlie.
only in town for how long total?
Like 4 days.
4 days total.
Yeah.
And you guys are just all shipping back today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we sent it last night a little bit, and rough morning, but we made sure we got the pod in for you guys with these special guests while they're in town.
What did you guys think about Alphaland? This is both your first times, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was dope. Nothing,
cool, right?
like all expectations that I had just exceeded.
Really is a special place for especially us like content creators, and if you're a fitness influencer, I feel like Alphaland's becoming like the final destination.
Yeah,
Like,
it really
I hope
is.
one day I could live in Houston and go to Alphaland every day and like do YouTube and stuff like that. So pretty special place.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes like your job a lot easier, and then like even
Yeah.
like the fitness influencer, like it's so
100%.
aesthetic.
Doesn't make your job easier, bro.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
My sleep
Come on.
goes down, but
Yeah.
But also people
What time did you
come
get to
to you.
What time did you get to Alpha Land yesterday?
11 probably left.
What time did you leave?
I don't know. The sun was
How about the day before? How about the day
Today's
before too,
different.
bro?
day before,
Yeah,
11 to
yesterday's
8
different.
p.m.
Yeah,
That was kind of
bro.
crazy. But yeah, it's a special place. Like every day there's something to do. There's someone to meet. There's a
Yeah.
collab to do. And it's the fact that me and Harry can call that place like our everyday gym is it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Not gonna lie. All right, so let's get into you guys. Let's tell the people the background. I'm sure like a few of the people that watch this, they obviously know who you guys are, most people. But for those who don't know, say who you are, what you do, and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
Start from the beginning.
But I just recently got into like the whole fitness influencer thing, and I literally just started posting on social media and stuff. Like 6-7 months ago?
Yeah, I remember that TikTok. Right? Sorry,
yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And
Holy shit, 6-7 months ago.
6-7 months ago.
Oh my god.
so it happened pretty quick, and I pretty much got like a following overnight. And it was really fucking dope. But yeah, I'm still like kind of new all this shit, and I don't know, just like experiencing especially like Alphaland and seeing everybody there. It's fucking amazing. And then dude, the whole event yesterday was
It's crazy, bro.
yeah.
Stuff like that brings people together, and then you realize how small of a community the fitness industry actually is.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
So I got a question, because obviously you've been working out for more than 6-7 months. So what made you want to like start actually posting and like getting online and stuff with it?
This fucking guy right here.
Yeah. So
What
like
is
I was in
Yeah, what is it?
I kind of talked to you about this yesterday. Like I was in a relationship where I wasn't like locked in a bird cage, but
He was trapped in a bird cage. 3 bolt locks.
Dude was
shut,
fucking locked in a cell.
balls in a fucking
All right,
harness.
yeah, all right.
but like it was
We all been there.
it was like really restricted, and I couldn't really like. I mean, I could, but I didn't really like post at all. And once I got out of the relationship, fucking my counselor over here, he kind of forced me to just throw a few photos up, and then I kind of just started posting like TikTok and stuff.
Was she holding you back from
was gonna
posting like
say.
the shirtless photos and stuff like that?
100%.
Yeah, it was like it was stuff like that. I don't know if it was like insecurity or just whatever, but we've always had like not like the best relationship,
Yeah,
like
okay.
trust and everything. So I don't blame her, but
He's happy he's gone.
definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
Is life better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
what
a
matters.
big thing with that especially is like if you don't feel like you're gonna have the support, like obviously you got to start somewhere, right? So when you start, when you first post, right when you get into it, like you're obviously gonna have nothing, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be talking to an audience that's not there yet. You're gonna be looking like like that guy. And if like the closest people to you are not supportive of that, it makes it really hard.
I was there from my experience. I had a girl, and I used to compete. I did all that. Like she didn't even let me shoot girls. Like if girls reached out, I couldn't like shoot with them because she was like, "No, you're not shooting with a girl." That's why my page was mostly guys. People think I'm like against shooting girls. No, I'm like, I had a girlfriend for like 2 years.
Yeah,
and, like,
explain it.
she like, didn't let me shoot her. She like hated it. So like, but yeah, it's tough when like the person you're with or like the friends around you don't understand what you do, or they're like against it. It's kind of like, it's like, are you serious? Like these photos, like these TikToks might like help us. Like this is my career.
Yeah, exactly.
They're looking at it as like a negative thing. Like no, like this could change my life. Like making these TikToks, posting these photos, and
lets you live a free life. And
so it's hard that you got to find someone that understands that, and that's the tough part. But yeah, man. So once you got out of that relationship, that's when this guy started really pushing you to
new relationship right
so
away.
It literally ended, and then with a week, he was like, told me to post shit. I was like, all right, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Instagram post a day, Instagram, and then like I started doing TikTok, and then
I remember your
kind of just took off. Yeah.
The Attila's posing room, bro. I remember you were so every time I went on TikTok, you were literally the first like For You page video. It was just you like doing this, like the arm overhead.
This stupid shit.
I was like, damn. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
And that's like way after TikTok's peak too, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that just goes to show you, like you think
quarantine,
it's too late.
like that
It's
time.
not.
No, it was like post
Later, bro.
Yeah,
right.
It was literally just like this past summer. So.
Yeah, he was
There's no excuse.
So crazy, bro.
No excuse.
And now you're here, bro. Now you're on legacy loading, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
You're
Congratulations,
so sick.
man.
I made it.
All right, Grant, take us back. A lot of people want to know the story of Ant and Grant. How did that come about?
So Ant and Grant started because of Ant and David. And David, when I say David, I mean David Lade.
Oh yeah,
big fitness influencer, I guess. He's kind of washed, but I love you. I love you, David.
Aaron, cut that. Timestamp that right now. Cut that, please.
Keep that shit. he knows it. He knows it's the truth. Come on, come back.
So Ant and Dave.
So Ant and Dave, Ant came down to visit Dave, basically July 2019, and that's when I initially met him. I took like a random photo of him in a Vanquish green tee doing banded pullovers in Attila's.
Damn.
He really liked it. We kind of hit it off.
And this is Dave or Ant?
Ant.
Ant, okay.
This is how like I started working for him. He then hit me up. He was just like, yo, I'm competing in November. Would you want to film a show day video for me? Because I previously did Dylan McKenna's show day video. So he knew like, he wanted to like re-emulate that same type of style. So we did that for Easterns and then Miami, because he won his overall at 17 at Easterns. So that was pretty crazy. He had a lot of hype behind him.
Yeah.
And then, ever since then, we've been boys and we've just been very consistent. Obviously, like through COVID, I didn't really get to go out much. I got fat, so didn't film. Looked like a true videographer, I guess you could say. No offense.
Bro, what does that mean?
What do you think it means,
Nah, you're
bro?
so right.
So that was like 2-3 years ago.
So that's 2019. Yeah,
that's
2019.
2019.
So before that, like, when did you start the whole photography, videography then? How did that come about?
Nick Simone.
Shout out Nick. I knew that was coming. I just wanted to shout out Nick.
Nick Simone.
So like, so before, so you like had like
You work with Dylan.
when it was time to shoot Ant, like you already had experience doing like, it wasn't like your first time like.
Yeah,
shooting.
no, I had a decent amount of experience because David's like a camera nerd, and he basically took all his knowledge and like made me deep throat it, and that's like the cleanest way I could say it. Like are we allowed to go like?
He made you.
Yeah, you
Are we-
can, say,
are we
whatever,
allowed
you can
to
say whatever you want,
Are
bro.
we allowed to go off the rails in this?
Yeah.
He gave me a nice. He didn't give it to me, but he helped me find a nice little substance called Adderall, and I basically stayed up for 72 hours straight and learned everything I possibly could know.
Damn, I gotta try that and stuff one day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was just bumping. I learned how to edit on Premiere, Final Cut, and DaVinci all in one go. I don't recommend
In
that.
one like 3-day stretch.
It's 3 days, bro.
That's insane.
I don't recommend you do that.
What do you recommend? Out of the
If you're a
three?
MacBook user, Final Cut Pro. Fuck Premiere. I'm sorry. Like Premiere's
Yeah,
great.
Final Cut's the goat.
I love Premiere, but the rendering times on a MacBook is dog shit.
Yo, ready.
And
Sush keeps calling me. I'm not sure.
if you have like a
Yo,
PC,
put him on speaker. Put him on speaker on the pod. Hold on. Did they just finish?
Sorry for cutting you off. He keeps
No, you're good.
I don't know. Maybe it's an emergency.
It's definitely not an emergency. It's certainly not that.
Quick intermission calling. Mr. Sush. He's not gonna answer, and then we just wasted like a good 20 seconds.
That's what we have.
It's all good. That's all
Wow.
All right. Well, sorry guys. No Sush feature on this.
All right. So you're saying
Yeah. Go back to what you were saying.
Final Cut.
Yeah, so Final Cut's the best way to go if you're a beginner.
I still use Final Cut for
Final Cut,
you guys
you can
wondering.
Bro, David uses Final
Yeah,
Cut. Look at
I
his
think it's the
videos.
most. I tried Premiere. I think it's the most simple editing software.
100%.
And you get the same product. That's the best
At
part.
the end of the day, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Put him on speaker.
Yo.
Yo,
Yo.
can you just wrap up your pod?
No, we're mid pod
wrapping
as we
up
speak.
right
Oh, what the fuck?
say something funny.
Yeah,
Why
so-
did you answer my call?
I don't know. You keep calling. I don't know what's going on.
What's the emergency? Can you ask him what the emergency is?
We'll be done in like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, I was just calling to say what's up.
Yeah, bro. No, we'll link up. I want to show.
It's so cute.
All right, dude.
The bromance.
Anyway,
We could add Sush in the title now. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
that's crazy.
All right, so yeah, and that was it. So then you did his show, his first show.
I did my first
No,
show.
you went to Ant's, that show that he
Yeah,
told you to come
Easton.
to, and you shot it, and then after that, like, he was kind of like, I
He
want
was
you to be
about
my
it,
guy.
yeah, because then he was just like, he wants to keep doing it. He had like his miniature prep series, like it was not consistent. It was like one video every like 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
But he noticed like, again, people, they catered to that.
Gravitating towards the
Yeah, exactly.
series of,
Exactly. So
following the
then
journey. Yeah.
We did it for Miami. That was a little like iffy, but like he just liked the overall concept of it.
Yeah.
We did it for him at North Americans, although he was mostly on his own on that end because of COVID. Like that was probably the longest time we were split up. North Americans. I ended up like driving to Pittsburgh with him, but like since the
Yeah.
COVID and bullshit, I did.
Dude, I
drive my
watched
own
all
car.
these videos. It's so
yeah,
crazy.
I had to drive
Pittsburgh,
my.
Miami, like, I remember watching
I had to
all
drive
these.
my own car, so I was behind Ant the whole way, like the whole drive there, just to film the show day video, and then I dipped out.
Crazy.
And then Jim's finally opened back up. Finally got to like film him a little bit more consistently, and then we collabed with Jesse James West, with him, and I think we collabed with him alone first, and then that's when it got brought up like, oh, we should move to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who
then,
brought that up? Who was the one that said that? Because that's sort of a crazy.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Which doesn't surprise me because he's hungry. Like he is so goal oriented. Like
And would you say that the LA trip is what really like changed
100%.
your life, changed Ant's life, and really like sparked
yes,
the whole YouTube blowing
Just-
up?
Yeah, because think about it. Like if we didn't go to if we did not go to LA, Anthony most likely would still be with Gymshark. He wouldn't be with Young
It's
LA.
crazy.
His Gorilla Mind presence wouldn't be as big. Like there's a lot of things that happen because
And
of
that's,
LA
isn't that crazy? Like you guys pulled the trigger,
instantly.
hoping, like knowing that this could possibly be like an opportunity that changes
Yeah.
everything.
It's
And
like
that's
the
where
same thing
me and
with
Harry,
Samson.
like we literally, we're both not from here. We came here to visit,
And then just
and we pulled the trigger because we knew if we're here full time, like shit's really gonna start popping off.
Yeah.
When you visit,
and-
when you visit Texas, like here, you guys this weekend, how much did you accomplish in a weekend? Like
so much.
the amount of
So
connections,
much.
photos, like just good experiences, and then you go home and you're like, damn, imagine I fucking live there. Like
That's
every
what I
day,
mean.
I'm like surrounded by these people, and that's why. And you just moved to Florida, right?
Yeah.
So
So I was in the same boat. Like I visited Revive, and then literally 2 weeks later I got the apartment.
Yeah.
I was already
But
moved
that's how you
in.
have to do it. That's really how you have
So
to do
now,
it.
like you're casually like lifting with Chris every day, and you're like friends with.
Yeah,
you're
I
hanging
mean,
out,
like,
at the warehouse.
you can't really pass up that opportunity when it's given to
Exactly.
you.
That's
so
what I'm
like,
saying. So, yeah. So like, let's make this into a motivational thing right here. If you want things to change and you want to like not start fresh, but really get out of wherever you're at, like pull the trigger, go somewhere, move somewhere, even just visit for a month if you have the funds and the time to do that, and you're in a place where you can do that.
You
do
gotta
it.
really think about like the potential pros versus the potential cons,
Exactly.
right? Like you
Weigh out
going
the pros
somewhere-
more.
You like moving to Houston or moving to Florida for like a few weeks or a month, just getting an Airbnb. Like the worst case scenario is nothing works out, you don't like it, and you just go back. The
Exactly.
best case scenario is it changes your fucking life forever.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That was my
that's
thing.
literally what happened to all of us. So it's
yeah,
like
literally.
I was like, you know what? Things don't work out. I'll go back.
Exactly.
And I'll find a job. And,
Exactly.
And that's it. But I'd rather do that than live with the regret of
Not
never
doing
knowing, like, damn, what could have happened? Or like being home looking at like the stories from this weekend, like, wow, I could have been there. Like, that's what like the regret is
Kills you.
what's actually going to kill you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But
That's my
trying
mantra.
or getting told no or trying, and that's part of the process, man.
That's my, if like you go on my Instagram, like that's literally what I have in my bio. It's a risk over regret.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because that's like, you have to live by that. If you don't risk, like it's tough, because I feel like a lot of people that want to come up, they're in this headspace of, if I don't make it, I'm screwed. You can't even think like that. You like, and it depends. Like, you do have to be realistic with yourself, because it's very unfortunate to say, but the fitness industry, with people trying to make it in the fitness industry, it's very oversaturated. And the only thing I can say is the thing that's going to set you apart from anything else, or just like, it's sad to say, but even the part of like you just being authentically yourself isn't good enough. Like, it sucks to say, but it's not. You have to have either a look, you need to know someone, you need to have something about you that makes you you, like a very popular niche.
No, I agree with that.
And you just have to like very much, you have to exploit that, and you have to really like push that. So like, for example, when I looked at Vaughn, like I knew way back in the day, back in when we were both still living in Jersey, like I knew when I looked at him, I was like, he has the look. Like, he's going to blow up.
I remember when I visited your page, I'm like, damn, like, why does this guy have no, like, you had like,
No
whatever, you're like
followers,
2,000 followers.
started.
I'm like, bro, this guy literally looks like better than half the
Fitness
industry people that you see.
Yeah, like
It's pretty cool that you saw that, and, like, you knew.
Yeah.
I feel like you have that eye for someone that has the
amount
everything.
and it's very sad, but like the amount of people that I see that have like there's 3 components to the look that in my head, it's facial, the physique, and then the personality.
Yeah.
You can make it if you have 2 out of 3. You are going to make it if you have 3 out of 3. But if you struggle to hit that second component, you're like, it's sad to say, but unless if you know someone, like unless if like Chris Bumstead's your dad, you ain't gonna make it. Like,
that's like, you can have, that's the thing, you can have a look, but like eventually people are gonna find out like that's all it is.
That's all it is.
And then you can't, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business. You can't turn that into a business. You can't turn just a look into a business. So and that's sort of like, if you want to do this, that's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to treat it. It's a business. It's like, it's your job to post. It's your job to go to these events. It's your job to go to the gym, right? Like, people just think about, oh, these guys go to the gym. No, that's part of your job.
No.
If you don't do that, you get fired.
Yeah.
You know
Joe,
what I'm
you're always
saying?
on your phone. I'm working.
Right.
Like, even when I'm scrolling through Instagram, I'm like looking at what other people are doing.
Exactly.
I'm like studying algorithms. That's like, it's a job.
work.
Social media is a
And
job.
That's where I think that line is very misconstrued, because when they see influencers, they think they're just always having fun. They're just living life like they don't give a shit. But the way we live, or like the way like influencers live, you have to be on your phone, because you have to know what's coming. You have to be able to keep up with the algorithm changes for Instagram, for example. Like, I don't know if they change it back, but I know just recently they started promoting, or the algorithm favors video sharing over photo sharing now, or photo dumps over single photos, reels over normal posts,
It
because
sounds
they're
crazy
really
to say,
trying to
like-
compete with TikTok.
Like, that's like real shit. You have to like literally
is
stay up with trends, know the sounds,
exactly.
know like the
You have to know
photos that are
everything.
working.
And it sucks, because like the biggest issue with that is, like, if you're an influencer that's making, say, hypothetically 10K a month off your platform, you don't keep up with the trends because you just don't care enough. You could easily in a like 2 months drop from 10K to 2K because people are they're hungrier than you, and they are studying the algorithms. They are trying to get better every day, and they will eventually eclipse that person. So like, you have to be on top of your shit 24/7. And I do think there's like this new wave of, I would say, influencer. Like, I see it like how it was with me and Ant, you and Marco, me and Vaughn, even Calvin and Chris. Like, it's even Nabil and Christian.
Yeah.
But like,
Finding your person.
probably
Finding
not as
your
much Christian, because he's like a workhorse in itself. I don't know. It usually goes from like the athlete to editor, the athlete to like yes, the athlete is still a content creator in my head, but whenever you see them blow up, you really need to take a look at the fact that, like, why are they blowing up? Like, you need to look at the why. And it's like, okay, they're posting 3 times a week. How are they posting 3 times a week?
Right, they're not
because
sitting
of
there
their right hand man.
Right.
Like
I agree. Like me and Marco, we're a team. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
It's like it's
that's
it's
why
a
we're
team.
growing so much, because like
But now, if
we're both-
this is like
both
a
doing our part, you know
controversial,
what I'm saying?
This is a controversial like statement, I guess I could say. If you were to dip out on him, would he be able to be where he is still?
that's the thing.
Like, yes, you
but
can.
it's not like a tick for tack thing. Like,
no, I'm
if
not.
I
I'm
quit,
not even.
If I quit
asking,
today, like he'll have someone tomorrow. Like
I'm not even
anyone
asking
would want
for,
that job. You know.
I'm
what
not
I'm
even
saying?
asking. I'm not like asking it in a tit for tat way. I'm simply saying like, because yes, when you have a team aspect, your community is part of that team, so to say. So they're not only there for Marco, they're there for you.
No, I agree with that.
So,
which is pretty cool. Like I'm really, like, it's so crazy when the people comment like LT this. I'm like,
that's what I mean. Like it's dope. Like we never had an era of fitness industry where the videographers and the editors and the people making the content that they love get the actual like true appreciation and just notoriety that they deserve.
Yeah.
And I think because of like these like duos and like upcoming like new wave of like how influencers
it's inspiring like, people to start getting like getting their own camera and getting good at photos and videos, because they see like on both sides of it, like, damn, I want to be an influencer, but like I also want to be like cool with the camera, like taking photos and videos.
Do you
and
think the bar is set too high right now then? Because the people that are breaking out are the ones that have that right hand man, right? Like back in the day, you didn't need that. Do you think that you guys are making it harder for people to break in because
100%.
you have to make moves?
You can't keep up with someone.
The expectation now is
me and LT literally don't sleep, and that's why we win.
No, if you're an influencer and you don't have like a videographer and you're like on your own, like
it's difficult.
It shows. It shows. Your page does not look as good as the other. Like Vaughn's page looks fucking sick now because
if you scroll down though, like it was literally just me and my tripod. It looks like ass.
Yeah, but that's
like once Grant came in the picture.
That's how you gotta start.
He's saying it looks like ass, but here's the thing: it was still 1.450 millimeter. He has it like manual focus, and that's when he was at his leanest. Like
I don't know how to like edit anything.
Yeah. So you agree that like
all my photos are
having Grant is making like a very significant like change.
Stress relief.
Yeah,
it's also stress off of you. Like you're like.
Bro, we gained over 10K in 28 days on YouTube.
Yeah.
Consistency, bro.
That's literally it.
We just hit 15K this morning.
Yeah.
Bro, me and Marco hit 50K.
I know.
It's fucking crazy.
You guys hit that in like what?
Like we started working together like November.
Yeah.
I think it was.
That's wild.
But 3 days a week. Like
it's exponential though too, right? Like you said 10K is dope, but dude, that's going to turn into like you're getting that fast, like 100K. Like it's just going to keep
what you put in is what you're going to get out. Like we literally post 3 times a fucking week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like I don't sleep much. Like I don't like, it's hard as fuck, but like it works and it's paying off because it's literally in the numbers. Like you could see, if you look at the analytics, it's crazy. Like our consistency is what's making us grow.
Exactly.
And I feel like the people that don't have an LT, don't have a Grant, like they look at that and they're like envious of it. They're like, damn, like if I had someone, like I could be doing that.
Can you,
bro? I'm envious of LT.
And that's what's making content creators so like special right now. Like
it is.
That's why people are inspired to pick up a camera, because they're like, dude, I could be someone's like LT. I could be someone's Grant. Like,
dude, dead ass.
I could do it.
Like no joke. When I was like kind of like the reason why I say I fall off is because there was a point in time where like my creativity in my own brain was just at an all-time low. I was starting to burn out a little bit, and then you started just skyrocketing like instant. Like it's. I'll never say instantly actually, because the amount of work that's put in. The amount of work that's been put in. It's like people like I don't think people really understand it. Like there's sleepless nights just editing photos, videos,
blood, sweat,
and then
tears.
Still having to wake up or not even sleep to show up to like maybe an early morning video that you're making with your athlete. So there's like a lot of those situations. But yeah, I remember for so long I was like in a rut, and then I remember like you were getting a lot more consistent. I was just like. And you're killing it. Like I remember just seeing like story after story. I was just like, bro, he's like living, like thriving, and that like really like. I remember I DM'd you. I was just like, the content you're putting out like really lit a fire.
And I remember that day. That's when I was like, wow, because you're someone I looked up to. Like I still look up to, like.
That's why it's crazy.
So when you said that to me, that's when I was like, all right, I'm onto something. And that's when I really like I switched gears a little bit. And I was like, this is working. I gotta actually do more. Like I stay more consistent.
Be more consistent. Yeah. Like I just remember that because it was funny. Because I remember when I first met you. Remember when I first met you, December of 20.
Yeah, it was like December of 2020.
Yeah.
We had masks on in our photo.
We had masks on and everything, bro. I remember you made that dope ass like graphic.
Yeah.
Of me with the hair.
Yeah. I paid for that.
You just
on Fiverr. I literally paid to have that made because I was like, Grant's gonna love this. Like it was like $30.
No, that was honestly like, if I wasn't wearing a mask, that would be my profile picture today, dude. I swear to God, like I love it.
It's cool, bro. It's been a long journey, and it's crazy that we're here now. But
have you had a moment recently where you just sort of like observe what's going on and you're like, I can't believe this is like actually
Yeah.
what I get
Every
to
day.
live. Like
every day I get to walk
Do
into
you
an
have-
office where Big Bumstead is at, and I'm just like, bro.
So you-
that is so
how do you,
weird.
Do you have
Vaughn, how
that-
do you feel about like, because you obviously just moved down there. Like, does it feel normal already? Like seeing Chris every day? Like,
I mean, like, it's getting like a lot like easier on me now. But like when I was first down there, I was like every day I walked in the office, I was fangirling.
it's
but, like
it's crazy. Just
yeah.
walking by him, I still feel like,
yeah,
oh,
it's like
shit.
it's like holy
Chris,
shit,
like-
it's Chris Bumstead.
Yeah.
because like that's like I've always like everybody looks up to him.
Yeah.
and, like you can't really break that like right away.
Do you think it's helping you work harder now being in that environment?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, right.
Because like you grow based off the people like surrounded, like,
Fuck yeah.
you surround yourself with. So
Product of your environment.
Yeah.
I say that. I said it last episode too.
That's why
Like,
we're here. That's what
product of your environment,
Yeah.
and you're probably in the greatest environment of all time.
So, question: so you've ascended to this point in such a short period of time, and you're already, with the people in the industry that are doing massive things. Like you see the future that's potentially being laid out in front of you. Like, is there a goal that you have, maybe outside of fitness altogether, but also like anything in the next couple of years that you want to do? I know you may want to compete relatively soon, but like, what's the goal for you right now?
At least like outside of working out, to be honest, my biggest thing like always was just to be like financially stable and fucking
Yeah.
just be able to live like how I wanted to live. So like I really want to start getting to like real estate, and then like we were kind of talking about that last night.
Hell yeah, bro.
And I just want to set myself up for the future where like I don't have to worry about like shit. So,
I always say like money doesn't buy happiness, but it gives you that freedom.
yeah.
It does.
It gives you that peace of mind.
And that's like
Most of people's problems, like daily problems, are
They stem
revolve
from
around money.
yeah.
money. Yeah.
So like money doesn't buy happiness. That's why like me and Harry, we say like we're not like chasing money right now. We're chasing like finding a place where we're happy.
Yeah.
And then the money is
money
gonna like
Yeah, it's gonna come.
you know what I'm saying? So like finding the happiness, finding a place where you're happy, and then money. But
But,
that's
like,
awesome, bro.
Yeah, coming from like a family where you really don't have shit like that's so I feel like that's always gonna be like stuck in my head. So
that's good though.
Hell yeah,
like,
bro.
yeah, it's just like I don't know, it's just a grind. But,
Yeah.
You can tell when you can tell a little bit about a person just like getting to know them if they've experienced that struggle before, right? Like if you come
Yeah.
from like, there's just something about like being like humble, being appreciative. You can tell those people didn't have it at one point, and
100%.
that's like a big character thing. Cause like you guys, you already have, and you continue to meet all the people of the industry that are doing this, and so you can tell right away like who you think you can click with based on the energy, like.
within like the first 5 minutes.
Right,
yeah,
right,
Yeah.
like, super
which
quick.
is crazy.
It's so crazy. Like you guys, like I feel like I've known you guys for like fucking 10 years. Like we're just like chilling. We're like,
We're going on
and
year
that's just
3.
that's how it is. Like people need to realize that. Like, and then you realize that when you step out of your comfort zone and you reach out to people and you start connecting and traveling, and that's why you got to pull the trigger and do these types of things. Is now I consider these guys friends, and we literally just started. We have a podcast together now. Might eventually go on a trip together. Like we're going to visit Revive, and it's just nonstop growth, and it's fucking awesome. It's a beautiful thing. I want to switch this over now to Harry, because I want to. Harry's got a great story, and he's also one of the hosts of the pods, and he's recently had a nice life transition.
Yeah,
Right?
I can keep that really brief.
No, yeah, keep it. Yeah, long story short, tell your because I want the people to know like your side of the story and how you got here and all that.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite part of the story is how
It's been a year,
I connected
right?
with you.
1 year.
It's been just
1
over
year,
a year.
literally 1 year.
I love telling the story of I came down here for the goal was just to come for a month. I was doing online coaching at the time. It was the middle of quarantine, and I was living with my roommate. And I was like, everything's going on in Texas. That's where Summer Shedding is. I was already signed up for that show at the time.
And Texas was like open at the
And
time,
Texas
right?
was open. So I was like, yo, I'm just going to go send it for a month. Booked an Airbnb for 1 month with that one suitcase. And I never left. That's the only thing I still have here from home is that one suitcase. And what I love is like, it slowly, just like a magnet, we just picked up Dorian, picked up Joe. And then like it just all started moving so fast. Cause you only moved in. Like, dude, you've only been here.
Like
living
you,
here
like
for
you
6
were
months.
new to Texas when I was here.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
And I was looking at you like, oh, dude, this guy's fucking the man here. And you were like, no, I'm new here too.
Yeah, I
Like,
was there for like 5 months before you met me. But that's the thing is like nobody is from here. So even though I was new,
Yeah.
dude, people didn't have like the friend group that we made that didn't exist before we got here.
Yeah, the group we have
You
now,
gotta
like
have
literally, like just came together.
Right. Because we put it together. We started having events, getting people together.
You guys are. I feel like you guys are building that right now in Florida.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now
Like,
you're
that's the
there.
goal.
You're there. Mike's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like,
I just love that.
It's fucking dope.
I love that idea though of being like those people that if people in the industry are coming to visit, like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to Joe, Dorian,
Yeah.
Harry, and be like, yo, what are you guys up to? Because like, dude, like we're always down to host people, always down to try to show them a good time. Like when you guys came here, you're here for the Inaka Raw offline thing. Like, did you expect to be out with Sush and James and us like out at night? Did you expect
not
that to be what was going on?
I low key knew I was gonna be out with Sush just because like
Really?
you're gonna end up in a Houston strip club. At
yeah. Like that. Okay, we'll get into that later.
I knew what I was just by. I mean, just watch Marco's videos, bro.
Yeah, no.
Fair, yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like,
This is just, it's our life. It's kind of weird. Like,
it's fun though. Like that's the.
like when we're filming, like we're working, and
Exactly.
it's kind of crazy to say, but that's 2022.
It is, and like you have to have fun with it.
Yeah.
If you're not
For
having,
sure.
like if you're not having fun, I highly recommend you like evaluate why it's not fun and then just dip. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
And like
You
they
don't need to
always-
stay in that situation.
no, and
You
they
really
say
don't.
like, and honestly, like they say like never leave a job without having another one booked lined up. I've never followed that rule because it's just like when you're in that gray space of no job, it puts like this sense of fear in you that you need to work harder and like you need to drive your ass. Like
Literally my life.
like you just
Figure
need
it
to
out.
go. So like if you just know like if you know say you put in 2 weeks to one job and you're just going to immediately start the next one, more times than not you're just going to half-ass those last 2 weeks and you could potentially burn bridges to something you might need them for in the future. So if you just give yourself like that little space of like fear, it can also really help make you like it can help you make the decisions you need to make in order to make your
Yeah.
life better.
Pressure is a privilege. That's a perfect one-liner right there.
Yo, bro.
Pressure is a privilege.
Did you feel that, Vaughn, when you were first starting? Like, when you made that commitment to it, were you like a little bit nervous in between before things started picking up?
Yeah.
Bro, my
so
man was
Yeah,
about to
what
go
did you
to
do before?
linesman
What did you do
school.
before?
I
all this?
literally, I graduated college, fucking last May,
How old are you?
22.
22.
But yeah,
bro.
I've always wanted to go to like law school, or I was gonna go to like lineman school to do like the power lines and shit.
Jeez,
Dang.
bro.
Yeah, and I kind of
Most
just
aesthetic alignment.
like
Okay, so
Was that a
you
passion?
decided not to do that.
Why is that? That's kind of random. What's the like? What?
so the law school was like kind of like my parents' idea. They always wanted me to like be like
Yeah.
a lawyer or some shit like that.
Okay.
And then
I can see that.
Shout out,
That's a
parents.
Pretty good
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
thank you, mom. But and then the lineman thing was like it actually stemmed from the girlfriend because her whole family was into it and they make decent amount of money and we
Okay,
lived in
okay,
Florida,
okay.
so it was kind of like the thing to do. But right after I graduated college, I was like, fuck, I really don't want to do either of these.
It's so funny how you say it was the thing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
hate
that's
that.
like New York. Like, get a union job and just like make
Be an
100K.
iron worker.
And fucking
It's
retire
like
at 65.
blue
Get a,
collar
like,
job. It's like everybody just
yeah,
does that shit. down
why,
there.
yeah, like why do I have to do that? Like, why,
So
like,
right after you graduated, you didn't get a job in either of those fields.
No, I literally decided I was gonna take the summer and like kind of figure out what the fuck I wanted to do, and
So you didn't have a job at all.
I had no job. Well, my family, they own a butcher shop.
Okay.
And I worked there. Like, I was in and out doing shit. But I really spent, like, all my fucking energy and, like, every ounce of focus that I had on, like, the fitness shit. And and that's, like, when it picked up. But before that, like, I was scared, to be honest, because I didn't, like Grant was saying,
Bro,
it's so
it took
saturated.
me-
I didn't think I was going to make it.
It took
Yeah.
me about 2 to 3 weeks to convince this kid to finally post his first fitness post.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Just to post,
crazy.
not even to
Just
like
to
commit,
post,
just
but,
to
like,
post.
No,
I
just
think
to
that's,
post
I
the
was so
first one.
scared to start, though.
that's the thing.
Because
People
I
are scared
didn't want
to.
to enter that gray space, if you know what I mean.
That's the hard
Yeah.
part. Starting is the hard part,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you'd say like after that, it's just natural now.
Were
but
you scared of the reception of the feedback, or just because you didn't think you could do it? Like, what was the actual thing holding you back? Because at the end of the day, objectively, there's no harm in putting a photo out there, but it's way more than that. So, like, what was the voice
I think
in
it
your
was a
head?
little bit of both because, like, I'm a person where if I do something, I don't want to fail at it. So, it's either like I'm gonna go all in on it, or I'm not gonna do it at all.
yeah, 100% or not at all.
Yeah,
Would have that.
And yeah, pretty much just like I didn't want to put myself out there and look not like an idiot, but
I get that.
I didn't want to.
I know what you mean.
You didn't want to be one of those fitness pages
Yeah.
that have like
Yeah.
300 posts, 800 followers. They follow 2,000 and they get
Not that it makes you
two
look like an
likes.
idiot, but like that's how everybody fucking starts.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't ready to put myself in that situation.
I feel that.
But I eventually did it and fucking.
What was the thing that like made you really pull the trigger? Like, what was that day when you woke up and posted like? Because I'm sure he was pressuring you, but you still were
I mean,
thinking.
he was in my ear every fucking
Yeah, but you still were like
Pressuring
not.
is an understatement,
Yeah.
bro. I would be chirping this guy
Yeah.
so hard, and then just for a straight month after when he was posting, I remember you'd send me the occasional post like, "Should I post this? Is this good enough?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I would ask for
Bro,
captions too. Like I
I
didn't know
just
shit
feel
about social
Yeah.
media.
like,
Like I didn't know what the fuck to put.
like, and it was just like I always anytime he'd ask or like when I had to like really like pressure him into doing something like to post or like to like just start something, I just laughed at it. Like even in the moment, I just laughed at it because I'm just like, bro, I know in like 6 months he's gonna look back and be like, wow, thank God, because
Yeah.
here the fuck
Insane.
I am.
Insane.
Because I knew within 6 months he would have been established.
Yeah.
And like,
Okay, but here's the thing. Like we were just talking about all those pages that have existed for however long. And
yeah,
that's why I think dude, it's so important. It's so important to work smart and hard
It
at
is.
the same time. If all you're doing is working really hard and spinning your wheels, bro, like one small adjustment, like being in the right place or working with a photographer, videographer can change everything.
Using the right
It's
platform.
not just using the right platform, using it in the right way. Like, dude, it's so easy to look up what hashtags are important to use.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
and your reach just instantly triples. Like, guys, it's not just like throwing shit at a wall until it sticks. Like you really
I
gotta
love that
know.
saying.
I just
what
visualize
you're
that.
doing.
yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
I agree.
I don't know. It's so because you took you were in a position where right away you had someone who had experience, someone who could show you the way, and so instantly you just took advantage of that momentum.
yeah,
and
you have to.
Yeah. This thing like you once it's hot, you got to keep
Like-
doing it.
Yeah, having a grant is important. Someone that's pushing you, but also becoming a grant is also important. Becoming that
is.
person that.
Yeah, if you could be the friend that pushes somebody, I think
Yeah.
it's more
Yeah.
important than
I feel like
the other way
yeah,
around.
like I see that in myself. I see that in Harry. Like a lot of people come to us and asking us like, dude, I want to do this. Like I want to start YouTube, and we're like, do it, fucking do
Yeah,
it. Like,
every time.
We're
Every
like
time, do it.
we're like the
Do
poster
it.
childs for like fucking do it. Just
Yeah.
do it.
I always think of you, me, and Dorian as like, this is just going to be a weird analogy, but like, you know, the barrel monkeys, the red monkeys.
Yeah.
So you know how like they hang on to each other.
Yeah.
Well, I literally think of like us as 3 red monkeys, and like we sling each other up, and then the top monkey just goes and grabs everybody else, and so we're just slinging.
Yeah,
each
people
other
just
up.
hopping on,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fucking-
Like because the thing is like the thing that you don't realize is everybody can do this. Everybody can
Yeah.
succeed at this. You don't have to stand on anyone's shoulders to get to where you're going.
No.
Everyone together can be better and do like
I literally feel like you guys are literally doing what we're doing here, but in Florida. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're all moving there. You're making a
Everyone's
community,
together, yeah.
and everyone's
It's so-
growing
yeah.
together, and it's
cool
working.
to
It's,
see.
it's a beautiful
It's
thing.
really
It really
cool
is.
to see.
Like we literally were all strangers, bro.
I know.
Me, Harry, like I literally just met them.
Do we still
in fucking
if you
August?
do you feel how long did y'all know each other?
Yeah, we went to like high school and shit together. So
We didn't get initial contact until like summer of 2016. But we were playing like a game of telephone through Nick.
Yeah.
And we didn't actually get to see each other until what, like 2018?
Yeah, late 2017, 2018.
So it's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
little bit,
that's-
but like we never really like been like close to the point like
Yeah.
where we are now.
Yeah.
That, so yeah, that's the thing I was gonna say is like y'all are feeling much more close to each other because you've grown in. I don't know. Joe and I talked about this the other day. Like you feel really close to these people, even though you haven't really known them for that long, just because you're both in transitioning periods in your lives. And so
Yeah.
like who you were when you started to
Yeah.
where you are now, because you guys share that experience, like that feels like you guys are.
Because this period of your life right now is so like
Trying to hold hands, bro?
important. And so this period of your life, is,
Get on
no,
one
but,
knee,
like
bro.
this time of your life is so like important and special. So like the people around you right now, you feel closer to them.
Yeah.
Like I have people I've known back home for like 15 years, but like I literally feel like I know Harry deeper than that,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like
Agree.
Marco, like
Agree.
because what we're going through together is so like impactful and special, and like this whole transition period we're going through.
Yeah, when you go through shit like that, it like creates a bond that's like you
Exactly,
can't make
bro.
it. Like, you can't fake that bond.
Bro,
you can't.
we've cried together. We've like it's
Yeah.
been 6 months. And we've like cried. We've laughed. We've celebrated. We like we felt every feeling together.
Yeah.
and it's fucking crazy.
Every feeling.
Like
Get jerked off together.
I felt every single feeling.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, though, right? Like,
Yeah, no, I feel that.
like in a short amount of time, you could feel everything with someone, and then like you feel like you've known them for 20 years. It's fucking,
Yeah.
it's such a cool thing, and you guys are definitely building that down in Florida. And it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
I love to see it.
Grant, same question for you then. Like, do you have a goal in the near future outside of
what's-
the industry, maybe, or like
What's the goals?
You have a bunch of
give
goals.
us the goals.
Dude, yeah, I
Take out the
He's got to
list.
start his
What's
own
your
shit.
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
talk
that's
about
that's
it.
where I want to go.
Talk about it.
What are your personal goals? Like the
personal
same with me.
goals?
Like I hate to always think of us as like it's like we're the shadow of the person.
Yeah,
we're
we're
like the
in the
behind the scenes.
shadow.
But we are still people. I'm
Yeah.
still LT. You're still Grant. We still are people. So what are your personal goals for yourself? I know you're working with Vaughn now, but where do you want to take you, Grant, in the next like year?
All right, I just got to put this out there. Fucking a few months ago, I think we went to Philly, and Grant was saying he wanted to do some fucking like food review type YouTube
Hell yeah.
vlogs
Dude,
and stuff.
fuck yeah.
Hell
bro.
And we were
Get
out
that shit started.
to the Raw and Anaka dinner. And bro, he was every single plate that came, he gave the most like distinguished critical review on the food.
Steak
it was
48
fucking
overall total,
amazing.
8.5 out of 10.
Homie had his phone here. He was on Yelp.
Yeah, bro.
He was on Yelp writing reviews under the table.
Did you record it all, or you were just going
No,
through
I
it?
was
No, he was just
But
Bro,
that's
like-
awesome, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like you could
it was
literally
so
start that
fucking
and like
entertaining too.
I know it
Who
just
knows
sucks
where it
though
goes,
because
like-
like yeah, that is a goal. Like I would want to
Okay.
be able to create content for myself, completely out of fitness. Like
yeah.
if
That's where I'm trying to go
I
to.
only have like 4 videos on my channel, but like if you look at them, I don't even put any workout montages in them. Like I think I did with our video.
Yeah.
We trained back together, but other than that, like I'm so involved with it for like content that's not for me. I'm so involved with it for content that's not for me that it's just like a little bit draining. So
I feel that.
obviously,
I feel like people want to know Grant.
yeah,
Which is
but
like
they
people
do.
want to know me.
That's what they do.
And that's why we started the podcast
Food
too.
reviews
Like,
is
Yeah.
where- is where you want to take it. You'd want to like have a food review. type.
Lifestyle, travel, food,
that's fucking awesome. Bro.
just like a mixture between, I guess you could say, like Casey Neistat and Sam Kohler.
Okay.
Like those two creators were two that I very much looked up to. Peter McKinnon as well, but just more on like the tutorial information side of things. But like when it came down to like raw visuals and the ability to be a storyteller, like that's the other thing for YouTube. Unless if you're in the fitness niche, it's kind of different. Like there's different nuances in there. But at the end of the day, if you're a YouTuber, like you have to be able to tell a captivating story because we're in a generation where the average like attention span of an individual is like probably 2 seconds.
yeah.
I swear to God. And
Everyone's
because
swipe.
because of
Yeah.
TikTok, it's even worse. And there's like another thing I wanted to touch on that about like there is a formula of how you can grow. Like there's now because of TikTok a stable formula. Like, but I'll get in that one moment. So basically, for my shit, my personal goals, it's funny. Like my personal goals are kind of just goals for my people. Like I don't have any self.
That was,
like
that was great.
I don't have any really.
That's the podcast.
self-
That's it right
Thank
there,
you
bro.
for coming.
See, like that's
I love that.
I love that, bro.
Like
Bro, that made my heart
That-
feel full.
yeah.
right there.
like my like
I gotta talk right now. I'm talking to waistband. That was crazy, bro.
no like
Finish the thought.
because when I think like a lot of people ask me like, so what do you want to do? Like because there's like this fork in the road for me not too long ago where I had to like basically decide like my path as a videographer. And basically I said, all right, so I'm going to take your fork and turn it back into a one road. So I do both. But when people ask me like, what do you want to do? What's your personal goals? Like I tell them like, I've never had, since I've started this, that's never been like my mission. Like my mission isn't to necessarily be my own creator. It was just because I enjoyed filming because like, to be honest, like there's no other place I'd rather be but behind the camera because like I enjoy the technical aspect of it. I enjoy editing. I like putting together like videos that people can relate to, they can enjoy. I've seen countless comments that they use it as a cardio.
You love the feedback.
I love the feedback.
I love it too.
So I've just been on that kick and I've never established a point in my life where I'm just like, okay, now I want to like kind of break out.
Like you get so much pleasure from seeing the reaction from something you created.
Exactly. And then
I agree with that.
even just like, for instance, like right now, my main goal, like personal and work goal, is to get this kid to a place where he doesn't even have to like worry about like any financial issue.
Yeah, and to stem off that, like a huge fucking goal off like for me is to put him in a situation where he doesn't have to worry either.
See,
Yeah.
That's
that's
what
a
I'm
beautiful
fucking
thing
like.
right there.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't agree more. Like, I get more out of seeing, like, I lived through Marco's channel, like seeing it grow. Like, it makes me feel good. It makes me like,
Because that's technically your work. Like, yes, Marco is filming it. Yes, Marco is being the character. Yes, it's all of that. But like,
It's it's
You're
like a movie. You know, you
it's a
have
movie.
it's the
Like,
actors,
you're
the
the
directors.
roots. He's the tree. You're the roots, and the roots, like the tree, can only grow because of the roots nutrition input. So it's like
reading those comments and stuff. Like, it just makes it all
worth it.
make sense to me. I'm like, wow, like
Yeah.
that late, like they don't see me sleeping at my desk.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
head face down
On
on the
the
videos
keyboard.
rendering, and I'm
Yeah.
fucking like typing XXXXX. like, but I know that. So
Yeah.
to me, inside, like when I read the comments and I see like what they say, and I'm like, damn, like this is so special. Like the fact that we could just create and like post it to the public and the whole fucking world can see it is like, it's like a beautiful thing.
It
like,
is.
It's
we
also
literally we're all like creators. Like we're creating, we're documenting our life. It's like YouTube is a portfolio of
It
our
is.
life, and
It really
it's
is.
dated. It's fucking titled. It's
Yeah.
fucking. You could go back to any day and watch it and
You can
relive
name
moments.
You can
and
name them realistic titles. You can name them wild ass titles.
How-
like
It's
Marco.
a beautiful thing. Harry, you're starting YouTube, right?
I mean, it's
It's a
going
work in
again.
progress.
Yeah.
So,
It's
what
going
like
again.
what's the hard part right now? What to you? So Harry is transition. He has YouTube, but he's now
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna get back
getting back into it and wants to be consistent with it because there's no reason not
yeah,
to.
I mean,
Like,
YouTube it's the platform, man.
And we're
What's
here.
your main
It's the
thing right
platform.
now?
Just Instagram. Yeah.
So what right now is the hard part for you that you think that people can relate with?
Honestly, the hardest thing for me, man, is like being in a place with so much opportunity. Similar to what you were saying, is like I feel like I'm standing right now, transitioning out of my old job into this new one. I feel like I'm standing in this like clearing, and there's like 15 different roads to choose.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do I choose one?
But
of
all
these?
good roads, you're saying?
Oh yeah. I know no matter what next step I take, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But I want to be confident about that. I want to make sure I put 100% of my effort into that path. But I'm just like, man, like there's so many things I could be doing.
options.
There's so many things I should be doing. There's so many different ways to go about it. But like, I can't quarter or half-ass
Anything.
4 things. I feel like I want to choose that one thing and go at it. So like, that's what I'm at right now. So like, I think it's like decision fatigue, a little bit of like, not sure what's right. But at the end of the day, guys, like you just got to choose one, one and do it, commit to it 100% and you'll make it work. So I just got to get over that. That's like just a personal
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing though. You're
sure.
choosing between
Amazing.
like what awesome lane am I about to take? Like
Yeah.
what's my next
Like, what's-
Right.
sick journey that I'm about to go on?
Yeah. Honestly, one of the things that I wanted to transition into asking you guys too, and similar relates to that, is like what you do online. I mean, you get your feedback online. You talk to people online all the time.
Yeah.
An event like this that you just had here, seeing these people in person, how much more real does that make it? Like, especially for you, because like you really just started recently, but you standing in line and having a queue of people to meet you, like,
Okay.
how crazy does that feel?
So like, I don't know if it's like because I'm like new still and everything, but there's been the audience, but since I've never seen it, I've never really felt like I had like an impact on those people. But after seeing the line yesterday, and then like meeting fucking so many dope people, it's like I actually did something here, and it's a great fucking feeling.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. It makes it tangible. Like for you too, like meeting people, hearing them say these things instead of just leaving a comment on YouTube, hearing someone say, yo, you changed my life.
Yeah.
How crazy does that feel?
Dude, it's nuts because like how I mentioned, like we used to be in an era where the videographer wasn't really noticed. I would say actually Nabil was
I was
probably
going to say Nabil's probably the first one.
Nabil. He was the first one where like Christian made him very like a nice pivotal character.
Dude, Nabil like literally was honestly you too, bro. You, Nabil, I'm trying to think of other people, but like you guys, like I looked up to you because this is what I used to always say, like I want to be someone's Grant.
Yeah.
I want to be someone's Nabil.
No,
like-
no, you don't say that anymore though.
No, now you're just
say,
like,
no,
no,
like, you're doing your thing.
And like recently I was like, damn, like
you're there.
I'm
if anything, you're beyond that point. Like,
I'm LT now. Like
yeah.
I'm Marco's guy. Like
people were telling
and
me
now
they
people are
bought their
like,
cameras
I want to be.
because of you, right?
Yeah.
People were saying I bought my first camera and lens because of your shit. That's kind of crazy.
No, dude. Like shout out to everyone I met yesterday. Like amount of people coming up to me saying like, bro, LT, like you're the reason I just bought a camera. Like your pictures, like I want to edit like you. Like this is my guy. Like he's like Marco now. Like I'm gonna be his LT. I was like, what did I do? Like, what if I started? Like, this is like, people are quitting their fucking job, buying cameras, they're fucking doing all this crazy
Going in
shit.
debt.
And I'm like, because of me,
bro, investing.
Yo, Sony, hit him up with a coupon code.
Yeah. Come on, I just bet. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but like,
So there's a tragic story.
Yeah, we're
in
not
the
gonna talk
lounge.
about it.
Yeah,
The
come on.
lens.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Just a quick one.
how much was that lanyard that was hanging a $4,000 body around
it
your
was
neck?
like $29.99.
Yeah, so
on
this
Amazon.
body just hit the
And there's like
floor,
a
and the
$3,000
lens.
camera hanging from it, but
Granted, it was a Tamron lens. If it was a
Yeah.
G Master, bro, I would have cried.
I'm actually blessing this guy, so I needed the G Master anyway. But,
Yeah.
You're welcome.
but oh my god, that burp was crazy. But
That's crazy.
back to what I was saying, like the amount of people that came up to me saying like, yo, LT, like you're the reason I bought a camera. Like you've inspired me to start filming my buddies. Like we started a YouTube channel because of watching you and Marco. Like I can't explain the feeling that gave me to know that me just being me is like impacting someone else's life and making them make positive decisions for their life and buy a camera and quit their job or chase their dreams or start a YouTube. Like I had to like sit back and reflect yesterday and like think like I really did something. Like I'm actually doing something. I'm creating something bigger than myself, and people are changing their lives because they watched me
inspired.
change my life. And
Yeah.
someone like you were literally someone I looked up to,
And that's
and now
crazy
we're
'cause
friends, and now we're both in like
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I look
dope
up to you a
positions.
little
Like, it's
bit.
fucking
Like,
crazy.
The shit, like this kid's turnover rate is faster than a blink of an eye, and it just scares
But it's
me.
not though. That's what's crazy.
Bro,
2017, I made LT Vision Media. 2017.
Nice.
No,
Turn on
Your
content.
turnover time,
Like
like
you-
photos, like you will literally.
Oh, I think you meant like
Edit
the.
in,
He
yeah,
will
in the
literally,
gym.
No, yeah,
like,
but that's what separates me. Like
yeah,
that,
exactly. Like, and because of that, like, I never even thought of that. Like, before I met you, I had no idea that little SD card reader thing
right there.
existed.
That
Yeah.
little- it's plugged
I
in
had
right
Just
now.
no clue.
He's next to me all the time.
Yeah, bro, I had no clue that thing even existed until I met LT. So then when it did, like, I'm not even gonna lie, that improved my shit. Like,
And it's like little things like that makes you stand out or makes people like, damn, like you look at your photographer and you're
Yeah.
like, bro, fucking do that shit. Like what?
Exactly.
Pressure. Like
Yeah.
I always say like apply pressure.
Exactly.
And it's a good thing. Applying pressure it makes people work
it's
harder.
not, yeah, it's not like you're being
Like
rude.
when I get
it's not
yeah,
like
you're not
trying
being
to be
like
mean. It's
sound
just,
cocky or something. Like I apply pressure. Like if there's an event, like I'll have the photos off before you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
He definitely did
and
that time.
no, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's the way you got to look at
Yeah.
things, and that's what makes you
Yeah,
stand
facts.
out. Like
It
you got to be
does.
aggressive, and you got to be
You got to be like you have to be hungry.
you got to be hungry. You got to
Consistently too. You
Yeah.
can't do one thing and if it doesn't work, be like, oh, I tried.
fuck,
yeah.
Hungry and consistency.
Like watch next event. I'm coming in. I'm gonna have. I'm ready.
But see what I mean? Like you're gonna work
I'm
harder next time. Like
like we're literally gonna go shot for shot because like it's gonna be each photo is gonna go up.
we're just fighting.
Yeah, we're literally like he
Court.
takes a picture and all of a sudden I see him like
You're
racing.
editing it.
Yeah, I'm just
puts
gonna
the thing and I rip it out. Of his
yeah,
phone.
I'm gonna sabotage. I'm gonna sever the cable a little bit. So like he's like, why isn't it working? And then I'm like,
Do you guys
Yeah.
have an event, next event already?
Rolling Loud.
Fuck,
Yeah, Rolling
I forgot
Loud in
about that.
July.
Yeah, you go. Yeah,
Knock
you're,
boys
are
are
you gonna be
doing
peeled,
it.
bro? Are you gonna be dialed?
Dude, I'm prepping for Rolling Loud. Like that's my prep. I got a dial, bro.
That is crazy.
But
That's insane.
I think we're at where are we at?
An hour?
59.
Oh,
I have
Alright,
one more topic, but go ahead.
I was gonna say go on the page and if we got some questions, we'll just ring those off
Okay.
quick.
I got one question
While we're
really
waiting.
quick, just a couple of sentences for an answer if you could. Because each of us had like, I mean, you're going to have multiple moments in your life where you're like, wow, this was pivotal. This was like life-changing. If you had to choose the number one event or decision that changed things for you, what would it be? If you had to choose one thing, because a lot of people are like waiting for like that one thing. But for me personally, it was literally just committing to coming here. Like it wasn't,
It was you being present here.
it was literally just going there
Yeah.
physically. So did you guys have an event that was like that's the decision making, or like that's the game changing decision I made or event that happened?
Well, it's like you can't really wait for it. You kind of gotta like do something to like capitalize off of that. And then like I feel like if you wait for it, you're gonna be just waiting too long. And like I feel like I almost hit that point where it could have passed me by real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess
Just your decision to actually post was your pivotal moment in life.
I think that's
Maybe,
what it is.
maybe.
Like,
Pressing share.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
pressing post, share.
But bro, if you
this
didn't,
dude is so weird to think about, though.
No, I know.
Like, if I didn't,
I think
It's crazy, bro.
A pretty big pivotal moment, at least for your TikTok, which really helped you expand more, was linking up with Eubank.
yeah,
Okay.
making connections.
talk about that.
And that was, would you say that was like a natural connection? Like that wasn't no like,
Nah, bro, that shit was so smooth. Like,
yeah, like you just homies
yeah.
hanging out. Yeah.
yeah,
Yo, who connected you?
yeah.
So how did that? I didn't even know, how did that happen? You guys filmed a TikTok together, and that blew up or something?
So like Grant knew him, I guess, from like LA or something,
Yeah.
and I
FaceTime
posted a
at like
video.
11 p.m. at night.
And I think I like tagged him or something. It's like before, like I had like 800 followers at this point, and I tagged him, and I was like, hey, compare this vacuum to Alex Eubank. It was some bullshit, like something
Yeah.
stupid like that. And you showed it to him, and Alex actually hit me up from that.
Yeah.
Grant's like, yep.
Yeah.
I did
I
that too.
literally was just like, yo, Eubank, you got to train with this kid, bro. He's
So you guys got a session after that?
Yeah, we got a session, and
yeah.
then we kind of just like we hit it off. Like he's fucking super dope kid, but yeah, after just fucking like seeing like how like he worked and like how much time he put into this shit, like it really inspired me to start doing it too.
Dang.
So
That's
like,
it, bro.
that was a huge thing. Yeah,
That's cool.
But like feeding, like you guys were saying, like you guys like feed off each other's energy. Like definitely, that's like me and him.
It's like
too.
good, not competition. I always say like, even out here, it's more collaborative than competitive.
Yeah,
Nah,
Like
Elson's
when you-
cutthroat, bro. There ain't. I literally couldn't tell you a single other cameraman that lives within a 5 mile vicinity.
They
All I
leave, they
see
leave.
is
They
El-
move and
yeah,
they
they
leave,
fucking
bro, for
do it
real.
out.
No, but you know what I mean? Like when we like Harry can, when we meet someone, we're like, yo, dude, like how could we work together? How could we connect?
Yeah.
How could we grow together? We're not like, yo, fuck that other camera guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dude, like
That's
how
your
could we,
freeze.
like what can we do together? Like let's
Yeah.
grow together, bro. Like let's collab. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's a special thing. So
No, it is.
Did you have that like a moment or decision that you made that was the most transformational?
It depends because like I guess like you could say I have a pivotal moment that started my initial ascend of really blowing up, and that would be deciding to drop out of doctorate school.
sheesh.
Yeah,
I didn't know
okay.
that. That's crazy.
Sheesh.
So I was going to school for physical therapy, and I got my acceptance letter to a DPT, doctorate physical therapy program. And then like 3 days later, Aunt hit me with the, yo, I want to move to LA. I'm like, bet, when's the date? I'm
No,
"What's
like
the
no
date?"
question?
No
You
questions.
didn't think about
asked.
it? You're like, done.
there's other circumstances involved that made me just so gung ho about it. It might have been a female, but
a female that was out there?
no, a female that like
Or
kind
was
of
home.
fucked me up in
Okay.
Jersey. So I was just like, get me the
Let's
fuck
go.
out of here. But
Dude, so shout out to her real quick.
oh,
If you're
she's my
listening.
fiance. Yeah, no, isn't that a funny story?
Yeah, there we go.
The girl that broke my heart in November.
Shout
is
out.
Not my fiance.
Shout out.
Because we worked it out.
It's beautiful.
It's part of the journey, bro.
It is. That's why, like, life's crazy, bro. Like, last year,
Life is crazy.
I wouldn't have been able to tell you, like, oh, okay, so in a year, I'll be traveling with a dope ass team, doing dope ass events, working with fucking Chris Bumstead.
meeting dope ass people.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
But,
like,
but
know,
why?
dope podcast.
Why are we here?
like, we're here because we hustle.
Because
Like,
we're consistent. We fucking put ourselves out there. We're not scared
Yeah.
to take risks. We're not,
Like,
and that's
you
why we're
gotta
all
just-
here right now.
but yeah, so I would definitely say the first moment was getting to LA. And then from there, it was meeting the right people at the right time because LA is very difficult. LA is like, there's no middle class. It's either you're dirt poor or you're fuck you money.
You're balling.
And luckily, like, we were like not at that level of the money, but like two influencers and a netter in a house, like, yeah, you can survive. And especially if you're working with big influencers. So,
Yeah.
and then the second moment would probably be being in Florida.
Making the
sure.
decision to
Yeah,
go
this
to
is.
Florida.
I feel like this is your new. This is like a whole another chapter. Just
Yeah.
like,
That's what I
Chapter
mean. Like, this
two.
is like
this is probably your
chapter one.
biggest chapter too. Like,
Yeah, so that's why like I was thinking about both of those. I was just like,
Yeah.
which one's bigger? But like, and it, like this one wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for that moment.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
why they're both equally important.
yeah, I'd say the same thing. Like coming to Texas was my, like shit popped off. Like
yeah.
being here,
Yeah, change of environment.
visiting is one thing, but like when I actually moved here, that's when shit really started. And it was because this guy fucking pressuring the fuck out of me. Like
We called him every day after you left.
those guys calling me. I'm literally in boots and shit. I'm on the phone. I'm all dirty. I just bought like grilled chicken at the store. He's like, bro, you got to make a decision this week. I'm like,
Yeah.
What?
We didn't want to think
I'm
about
like,
it.
mom, I have to decide if I want to move to Texas or not. This week. Like,
It's like, what?
and I did it. And I could say we're all here right now. and we're all blessed, and
100%.
we're all in great positions because of we got out of that comfort zone, and we took the chance, and we took the risk, and we said fuck it, and we went for it, and that's why we're all here right now.
If you were to ask any one of us right now if you think you've made it, all of us would say hell no.
Bro, when people say that, I'm like, bro, stop, don't say that. I'm like, really, don't say that.
Yeah, like all of us are still on our journey too. So
you're like, yo, you made it, bro. I'm like,
no,
trust
dude,
me, we didn't start.
Dude, that was the weirdest thing.
You're 22, bro. You're 20 fucking 2.
Fucking people were coming up to me and like, dude, I want to be like you. I'm like, bro, I'm a regular dude.
I didn't even do the thing that I'm gonna be looked up to for years yet. Like I didn't even do the thing yet.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
That's gonna be my thing.
Like there's goals, like there's levels to it. Like we're only
watch
like
this,
level 1.
Our legacy's loading.
There again,
That
that's
was
a podcast
crazy.
again. Thank you, bro. Yeah, no.
Let's ring off like 5 questions and then we'll wrap it up. Where we at?
Yo,
God.
hold up. No, I just had, dude. I was looking at the fucking merch. Is that like, did that drop yet?
Nah,
or?
this is just the prototypes and shit. But
Bro,
this will be
shout
available
out.
on ltvisionmedia.com. You could also purchase preset packs. Slight plug right here.
Shout out.
But yeah, no, yeah.
No,
Like, I also think,
though, like I would, dude. I need.
He's gonna send you free merch.
So
free-
sick.
free
and
care
like
package.
a sub to what you're saying right now, like another thing of building a platform is then once you build that platform, how many followers do you have?
159.
across all.
I hit 160 today.
160.
I have 160 Instagram.
Let's say you have
like
100K.
350, Yeah.
You come out with a shirt that's $5. That's $500,000. Like you have to like.
Well, no. What do you mean you profit $5?
No, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like people don't. I know, like people are like, yeah, social media is not everything, but it is though. If you build a strong enough platform of people that really fuck with you, and you come out with a product, a shirt, like that's the goal. Like building a platform, building a community, and then
Like building your own brand. Is the
yes,
biggest
coming
thing,
out with
yeah.
products, hosting events, doing like it's a beautiful thing. And like social media is a career, and like
It is.
people need to realize that building a platform will change your life of real supporters, people that really fuck with you and will watch a podcast that you make, will buy a shirt that you make. And
Yeah, shout out to everyone that's made it this far, for real.
yeah, yo, if you made it this far,
if y'all are here.
comment some fucking battery emojis right now.
All right, what you got for us?
All right, give us some questions and we'll wrap it up.
Q&As.
All right, boys. So we got one question by Glock574_.
Shout out Glock574_.
He said, being behind the laptop or camera, you're able to put someone's vision to life. How does that feel?
So how does it feel bringing someone's vision to life behind a laptop?
Can I amend that?
Yeah, go
Because you are in charge of that vision. So in a way, the vision's all, I would say arguably more yours because you have every last final touch.
I don't know
on it.
about you, but Marco, like we've never like changed the video. Like whatever I produce is what gets posted. Like we're at that level where like, yo, LT, sauce this up. Like you got it, bro. Like
That's how me and
trust you.
Vaughn are.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. So I think it's amazing. It's the greatest feeling ever to I work with Marco, and so like I have freedom. I have control of the vision, and and it's a good feeling knowing that he trusts my vision. Like he doesn't need to tell me what to do or tell me to change
He's
this,
not a
change that, because
micromanager.
he trusts the vision. I produce the content, and he's like, let's go, post it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
so
right.
it's a beautiful thing, and then the feedback obviously is amazing. The reading comments
Yeah.
from you guys it makes it all worth it. Those sleepless nights and stuff.
Love them.
the way that's the thing is like when you take photos, like the vision that you have, like I don't have that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, so like when you create shit for me, of me, it's more than my vision would have even been for myself.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I trust in it.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing. I'm sure you could agree. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even call myself a photographer or videographer. I'm just a creator. I
creator,
just like create
yeah.
shit. Like I
It's
just
art.
and
Like it's visual art.
Yeah.
yeah. What I'm starting to realize is that like even for you, like Vaughn, like you don't gotta be perfect. Like what you do doesn't need to be like so perfect, like quality or like the like all that.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
about posting what you want and creating dope shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
100%.
What
you're
you
gonna be
fuck
special
with.
in your own way. Like,
Yeah.
like I've been posting like more just lifestyle pics and like shit because I was so like, oh, I gotta post a perfect
You gotta,
picture. Like
you got,
perfect.
yeah, because like you can either spend 30 seconds on a photo editing it, or you spend like 2 hours on a photo editing.
And either way, it's your work. Like
Either way,
it's
it's your
special
work.
because it's your work, and that's it. Like you're a creator.
More times than not, the one you spend 2 hours on looks completely over edited. You let it go for an hour, you look back at it, it's dog shit. So
Yeah, like just be yourself, and that's what's gonna create you. Like
Yeah.
that's I'm creating myself right now. And people look up to me for just being me, and same with you.
But I got a quick side question.
Yeah.
How did you find your style?
I still think I'm finding my style.
Same.
People like to say like, oh, like I want to edit like LT or like.
That's what I mean.
You say that.
Well, no, yeah, like you can make your shit look like I guess my style, like whatever that is. But I don't know. I don't think there's like a style yet. Like I just literally
like, how did your, like, I would say like just like your go-to tendencies on how you edit a photo, is that completely different from when you took photos, for instance, like for me and Ant pre-LA
without
to now?
Without doubt.
That's what I mean. So like, did that just come from trial and error, or did you like almost know like, okay,
I think it came from more just like caring more about the actual photo, and like I feel like my posts now are like an experience. Like I can take you to that day, and like you feel like you're there, and then like I show you like us behind the scenes, and
they say the perfect picture can say 10,000 words.
Exactly. I care more about like taking people to the moment.
Yeah.
Not really caring more about the cool shot. Like, I want to like take you to that time where we're there and we're like creating and we're laughing and we're looking at the photos, like, and that's cool. That's what's really cool. So that's why I want to. So I get into like the behind the scenes stuff. That's why shout out Randy. I got Randy here. Like,
what's up, Randy?
I feel like people like to see what goes into the content creating and stuff. Like people want to see like you and Vaughn making the content.
Exactly.
Not just the content. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think that's a whole new lane, which is fucking awesome.
I think that's why like a lot of people focus on with us like on YouTube right now is because
I leave in all his mess ups, bro.
And it's super
like,
and that's so real, bro. Like you could tell it's so fucking real when you guys create content. Like I literally feel like I'm hanging out there. I'm there. Like, you guys just like you just keep everything in. You're shooting the shit, and people fuck with authenticity.
They do.
And you guys are like exactly that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Question 2.
Any more questions? We'll just bang them out real quick. What we got?
This is my question. How do you guys do with the creator's block?
Creator's block?
Yeah. When you burn out.
Harry, go. You're a creator.
Honestly,
like you do the daily vlogs, like that.
Yeah.
People watch those. Do you ever come to like, damn, like I don't want to film today, or like I don't want to capture it today.
Yeah, honestly, you just gotta get through it. I mean, for me personally, like it's one of those things where you can't just think everything's gonna be perfect. If you're waiting for it to be just right, or for you to be in the right mood, it's never like you're gonna be waiting. Sometimes you got to put out something that you're like, all right, that's not my best, but I got to be consistent with it. It's something.
It's
and I'll
usually
learn
like the
from
stuff
it.
you don't put, like you don't want to put out, does really well too.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that's how it was for the lemonade stand
for
video.
real.
Yeah.
The what?
The lemonade stand video.
You want to talk about the lemonade stand video?
You know the raw nutrition ad for lemon lime pre?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I had to edit that shit. Oh my god, I finished it at 4 a.m, half asleep. I sent it on over. No, I sent it on over. Like I wake up at 6, so I go to bed at 4, wake up at 6. And a solid 2 hours. That's like an average. That's an average night. Like that's a great night's sleep, guys.
From 4 to 6?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's fucking 8 hours for me.
Yeah, right, dude. Like
so what? With that ad went crazy?
Like, yeah, it hit like over 1 million views on Reels.
Really
and I gave it to Scott. I'm like, I don't even want to know your opinion. Just tell me what I need to. Just tell me what I need to fix. I'll fix it, post it. Cool. And it popped off. And I was just so shocked. I was just like, that's ridiculous.
Just get through it. Vaughn, do you have anything?
Vaughn, how do you get out of your...
Get out of my like ruts and not
if you're in a block, like,
post.
I don't want to post today, or like I feel like I shouldn't post today, or
You haven't really hit that yet, have you?
I mean, I have,
so
but like,
new.
no, I've hit it where like,
You're a baby.
I'm a baby, but babies go through shit. You know what I mean?
would you say because a lot of people look up to you obviously for your look and your body. Do you feel like
I know
So
the time.
do you feel
now.
like extra, like you really have to stay on point because your body is your like career right now? Like people, if you don't look good, like you feel like you're not gonna succeed?
Right. I feel like right now my body's like my main thing that I've got going for me. But
sex sells.
but with like the whole YouTube thing, I'm really trying to get into like the personality shit too, because like I don't know, it's a good balance. But
That's
like,
where YouTube comes into play for sure.
Yeah.
Like your body's put you on the map. Oh.
Yeah.
And now people are seeing who Vaughn is, and
and that's where that
it's a
cult
great
following
feeling.
comes from.
Exactly.
Right? Like we were just saying, everyone, like there's a million people out there with the face, a million people out there with the body, but it's the people that are doing crazy things are the ones that have that following, that they fuck with who you are as a person. That's
just that deep
absolute
connection
game
is
changer.
like what fucking makes everything.
That's
but
like you gotta look into the eye of the camera. Like just like
And you know,
so
you
bad
know what's
at
crazy
that.
too? Because like you
Their eyes.
said, you're just a regular guy. Like you just feel like you're living your life and talking about what's going on. Like to you, it's so normal that like you wouldn't think of it as like someone else's TV show, but it literally is. You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird thing.
no, 100%.
the Vaughn Walker Show.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. But to you, you're just living life. But to them, it's like
this
This is
is
something else.
yeah, this is like my motivation to do better.
Yeah.
How do I get out of a creator's blog? I just take a step back and reflect. You got to reflect every now and then. Think about, like,
3Ds.
it's fucking dope to be able to create, and the fact that you could post something and people can see it and get entertainment or inspiration, and like the fact that YouTube is a thing, that YouTube even exists, is a beautiful thing. You could create anything you want. You could
Anything.
teach people things. You just entertain. You could post funny videos. You post sad videos, whatever, anything. It's just the coolest platform ever, where you could literally like start your own. It's like your own TV network, your own TV channel. Like
It is.
there's
No,
series, there's playlists, there's and
It seriously is.
the hardest thing is getting started, but pull the
Once you
fucking
do.
trigger, get started, and start creating. And
Yeah.
I just tell myself, like, I get to create this content, like I get to shoot these photos. So that's how I get
It's a
it.
fucking blessing.
You got to reflect. You got to just reflect and tell yourself that you get to do this stuff, and it's a privilege. And creating is a fun thing, and we're all creators in our own way, and our legacy is living.
Any other good ones? That's good.
Got to throw that in.
Hell yeah.
All right,
We're at an
hour 17. This is a
That's
long
solid.
one.
Damn.
I know I like to listen
That
to long
flew.
podcasts.
It's
so,
fun.
That
This is
shit
really fun.
flew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. Let's
we
definitely
could literally
it's
chop.
smooth
We could
as
literally
fuck.
chop this up. We could chop this up for like 4 hours. We could sit here, but
before we close it out, let you guys have the floor for one last thing that you want to talk about. Anything you want to shout out? Anything you got coming up? Anything that on your first podcast you want to just share with people?
Like we mentioned it before, like the Miami trip. That's gonna be. I think it's the next big thing.
Yeah.
But like for us, I don't think we have anything really like lined up. Just me
what's
and
the
you.
goal for Grant and Vaughn as a team? Like, what's your goal the next month? What do you want to accomplish in the next month?
What for fucking
so-
everything? April.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's at 15K right now. Ideally, I'd want to see him over the next month get at least a 25 to 30.
Yeah, let's fucking double.
bro.
Let's double that
Oh, you-
shit.
Yeah, at
That's
least
coming, bro.
25, 30. Try to get his IG to 200K. Try to get him steadily on for the whole next month, 3 videos a week. And
I love how
then-
you're saying him. Like, it's so awesome that you're.
Dude, it's just like how
Bro,
I'm
basically,
wired.
I know. I'm saying I love
it's
that. Like
us,
when I
though.
say the same
It's
thing with
us,
Marco.
'cause
Like,
the video is us.
Yeah.
that's awesome. But I think you guys are gonna blow past those numbers that you
Yeah.
just said.
You
So
will. You will.
Make
And I'm
one
happy
more
that,
trip next month.
we have
wanna
this
make a trip,
podcast
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take a
definitely.
trip down to Houston next month.
Dude, like you guys
Yeah.
are always welcome here. We got a big couch.
And we could run the
Randy's
pod,
down
bro.
there.
I really hope. Like, I hope if you guys share this with your following, like,
Oh,
I hope
100%.
that
I am.
definitely.
people can now like see a little bit more about,
Yeah.
learn more about you guys, and like
Yeah.
just hear you talk. I feel like that's why we created the podcast, because we felt like we're making a cool impact on IG with our photos and stuff. But like,
This is
people don't hear us. They don't
Yeah.
hear our stories and hear us talk and get to really know us. So we think podcast is a great platform, and happy to have you on.
Yeah,
Let's
for
load
real.
it.
Thank you guys for being the first guest on really the first full
first official episode.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Thanks for having us for real.
Yeah,
This
this
is
was
fucking
dope.
and
Come
also
back to Houston anytime,
Legacy
boys.
loading.
everyone that made it all the way to the end, man, for real.
Yeah, drop
Leave
some
leave a
fucking
comment so
batteries
we
in the bottom.
know. We appreciate you guys. Shout out Mighty for helping us
Yeah,
out.
shout
as
out
well.
Aaron, shout out Randy behind the
Randy.
scenes.
Thank you guys.
Shout out
Legends.
Dorian.
Plug
Dorian
those
will
IGs.
be on the next pod. He's gonna anchor with us as well. So
Yeah, Croatian.
yeah. Thanks guys. Appreciate
Thank you for watching Legacy Loading. We will see you in the next episode.
Peace.
Bye.